Hey guys, today we're going to talk about some more geometry vocabulary. These three terms right here, collinear, coplanar, and postulate. It's a little different than the others. But collinear means a pretty straightforward concept. We have co, meaning kind of like together, right? And linear, meaning line. So collinear is points on the same line. So if you have this line right here, and you have point A, point B, point C, and point D, you could say all of those points are collinear because they're on the same line. However, if you had point E over here, then E is what we call non-collinear. And I'll go ahead and write that as well. So a point not on the same line as other points is called non-collinear. Now, coplanar is kind of the same idea, but with planes. Now, we said before, planes are kind of a complex thought. You know, it's kind of like saying this wall is a plane going out forever in every direction. It's this surface, right? And if I said I had point A, B, C, D, and E, well, they're all on this wall. They're on the same plane, right? So all of them are coplanar. So we have pretty much the same definition here. Points on the same plane. Now, if I had another point F, and it's on the floor, is it on the same plane as this wall? No. So it is non-coplanar. So yet again, we have that kind of reverse definition, if you will, for when it is not, and that's called non-coplanar. Now, our last word up here is postulate. Postulate is, it's pretty different. It doesn't really have anything to do with those first two, but it is part of our kind of fundamental terms of geometry. A postulate is kind of like a theory that, while we can't prove it correct, we can assume that it is. So it's kind of like the idea that between any 2 points, there's a line. I mean, that's a straightforward thought, right? Like, we have these 2 points, points A and B, and between them, we have one line. Well, that worked in that example. I bet it would work in any example you did, but yet we can't physically prove that in every example, in every world, in every whatever, that it's always going to be true. So scientifically, we can't say that it's a fact. However, for all intents and purposes, we can assume that it is. That's the idea behind a postulate. It's a theory that we can state as if it were fact, but with the acknowledgement we can't actually prove it. We have lots of postulates in geometry, lots of postulates in mathematics in general, things that we naturally assume, such as there's 180 degrees in all triangles, or there's 360 degrees in all quadrilaterals. Those are postulates. So it's kind of a weird thought, but that's what it is. It doesn't mean anything that fancy, just a fact that we can't really call a fact. If you have any questions about that, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.